Hi everyone, it is Tammy Mastroberti, founder of Elevated Existence, and I want to talk to you today about how the universe communicates with you. So I believe that we are constantly communicating to the universe and the universe is constantly communicating back. It's just that most of us don't always recognize the answers. And so one of the biggest ways the universe communicates to you is through signs and synchronicity. And I teach a lot about that and how to open up to it. Well, one of the biggest clues that the universe is trying to get through to you is when you see repetition. So when a sign or a subject comes up over and over and over again, especially in a short span of time, I guarantee you the universe is trying to get through to you about something. So let me give you some examples of how repetition might show up for you. A lot of people say, I see the same number over and over and over again. Or every time I look at the clock, it's 11:11. Or every time I look at the clock, I always see 333. Different things like that. Well, then I would start Googling what that number could possibly mean. And you will find a host of meanings, usually that they all mean the same type of thing. And that is a message for you. But more specifically, you can see something show up over and over again, and I'll give you an example. Let's say you're thinking, I keep hearing a lot about green juice, and I think maybe I should start incorporating green juice into my routine. So you are just thinking about it, and then you go into a bookstore, and you go over to the clearance rack on the bookstore, and then on the clearance rack, amidst books on every subject, you come across 101 green juice recipes. And you think, oh my goodness, I was just thinking, I should start green juice, and here's this book on 101 green juice recipes. Maybe I should pick that up. And then you come home and you're flipping through the channels on the TV, and it could be a week later. You're flipping through the channels on the TV, and you come across the documentary Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, where the guy talks about how juicing completely changed his life. And you think, oh my gosh, that's so funny. I was thinking green juice would be something that I should start doing, or juicing would be good for me. And I just saw that book, and now I'm watching this on TV. That's interesting. And then maybe a week later, maybe even more, you're talking to a friend, and she says, oh my God, I just bought the greatest juicer. I'm going to start juicing. And you think, wait a minute, this is crazy. I was thinking about that myself, and then I wound up seeing this book, and then I saw this, this documentary, and, maybe this is something that I should be doing. That's how the universe communicates. It will use the television programs. It will use your friends. It will use random books or, anything to get your attention. But that repetition is trying to wake you up to something. It can happen in a shorter span of time as well. I've had people have 1 or 2 or 3 things happen in a day. I've had people come back to me and say within a week all of this stuff happened, and I knew that this was something that I had to start paying attention to. So where in your life are you seeing things over and over and over again on a particular subject or a particular person or a particular website or a book? I've had it happen where within a couple of days where one person will mention a book to me. And then randomly on Facebook, I see somebody else talking about the book. And then I'll listen to a program on something, and all of a sudden the book comes up again. Well, then I know I need to order that book. So that's what I mean by repetition. And so when you want to start opening up to signs, you want to start paying attention to the repetition and things that are coming up for you over and over again. Because often the universe is trying to get through to you. And I promise you, these communications are happening all the time. It's about waking up to them and noticing them and really learning how the communications happen. So I wanted to share that tip with you to start paying attention to things that are repeating over and over again for you and start looking into them, because the universe is trying to get through to you. Spirit is trying to communicate, and it will never stop. It just keeps waiting for you to recognize it, and it'll keep sending it until you pay attention to it. So I hope that helps you, and good luck on your signs and synchronicity journey. Until next time, keep elevating yourself.